Okay. This has been amazing, and I think one last thing I would like to hear you comment on, and again, that takes you back to your role at the university, at your department of data science and doing lots of Wikidata projects and doing open science, etc. Can you tell the students why you think it's important for them to even get to know Wikidata and the whole openness, the whole idea of openness and of linked data? Why is it important in this age? What do you think they can benefit as undergraduates, right? Not researchers yet, not even thinking maybe some of them on doing of taking an MA or a PhD, but just as undergraduates doing their BA in a variety of topics. What do they have to earn from it? Why is it even important for us to have this course?
Let me try to explain it by way of yet another tool. So here is a tool that is based on Wikidata, the lexemes in Wikidata. And as to whether they're, and this is using German words, and in German we have 3 different kind of genders in grammar. And so here you have the word Weite, and then the question is this male, female, or neuter? In this case, it's die. And so there's a little game that can help you, if you're learning German, learn these kinds of grammatical things. And the data wasn't prepared for you to learn, but that's just a side aspect of these data being available through Wikidata so that you can use it for learning this particular aspect of German grammar if you care about it. And essentially, since Wikidata exists across topic domains, it also exists across languages. It has on the order of 300 languages that are somewhat actively worked on. This means that if you look, you can find things that are relevant to your field of study in there. If you if you consider how to contribute, there will be mechanisms by which you contribute. And contributing is actually a very good way of learning. If you're asked, for instance, what is a clinical trial? What are the properties that you would use to describe a clinical trial? That actually helps you learn about what a clinical trial is. Or what is a stone tool, right? In the process of bringing such data into Wikidata, you need to have a very good representation, or to develop a precise representation of the things that you want to learn about. And you will notice, since it's linked to open data, it's very rare that you start from scratch. Something will already be there. It might not be correct, it's very likely incomplete, but something will be there, which means that once you start poking around, you will find people who share some aspect of your interest in this. Think about this paintings of iceberg thing. Some paintings will already have been annotated. Some paintings or some iceberg related stuff will already have been annotated. But maybe the geolocation of those icebergs that are depicted is not complete there. And that's the kind of thing that you can then zoom in, because you want to learn GIS, like how to encode geo information in maps and things like that, right? And since it's open data, it's open source, it's available in multiple languages, there are so many ways in which you can contribute. And contributing to Wikidata is similar to kind of teaching about the particular topic. And teaching, if you've ever done this to like your friends or family members or so, you will have noticed teaching is a very effective mechanism to actually learn. If you have managed to teach something to someone else, and that other person has picked up the essence of what you tried to teach, then this probably highlighted in your brain some of the key aspects of that thing that you were teaching. And the same goes for Wikidata. If you play with that information that is in there, you have some knowledge about that particular area of knowledge that you look at, then you will notice, oh, this looks rather good. This looks odd. And odd might mean a number of things. Either you haven't fully understood this thing, or the information is actually somewhat incorrect in Wikidata or incomplete. And then you can think about what it is. If it actually is odd in the sense that you need to learn, well, then thanks, you had a pointer. Wikidata helped you find out something that you should spend some energy on learning. Or if you notice, oh, actually the data is modeled in the wrong way, then you can help the system get better, so that in the next round, when you come back for learning more details, or your friend who's studying a slightly different subject needs this kind of data, then they actually have more to start from. So I think that's a very broad response, but the general appeal of Wikidata is really that it covers essentially all the disciplines. It covers many languages. It is entirely open. Plus, one aspect I haven't mentioned, it is already used by lots and lots of tools, including all the major search engines. So if you ask your personal assistant on your phone or whatever that is in your kitchen or so, what is the capital of country X or something like this, these kind of questions, or something more specific, like what are the people that publish on coronavirus, these kind of things, if they have a useful answer, it likely has had input from Wikidata, because all these major tools and search engines, they use Wikidata already. And so if you want to learn like what the impact of your knowledge might be in the wider world, then engaging with this kind of knowledge that already exists, that is available, is a really good way to learn.
Daniel, thanks again. This has been wonderful, and we really appreciate you joining us so late in the evening with COVID-19 again monopolizing our time, and with family and etc. So it's been a real treat, and we appreciate the work that you do. Thank you for everything. And I've encouraged students to basically ask questions after they see the video. So if they do end up having some questions to you, I'll forward it to you, and you can answer, and I'll forward the answer. And yeah,
happy to be around then if it happens, and then be available through Etherpad or something like this.
Wonderful. So again, thank you so much. We're going to end the broadcast until next time.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.